My name is Dr. Von Crazy, and welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Last time, we sunk Indol. And this time, I want to show what's happened since then. Here in Gormont, a few tents have shown up. These are Indoline refugees. They have shown up in Indol. I looked around for a while trying to find someone who actually comments on these, but there isn't anyone. In Morardane, just on Port Angerham, there's a few characters that actually do comment on the Indoline refugees, including one with a side quest. However, I'm going to be doing side questing a little bit later. Who could have predicted the world would come to this? But it's at times like this we all need to help each other more than ever. That's why I came here. For some reason, even the Imperial Army are willing to listen to what I have to say. I'm glad I can be of help to everyone. We'll be alright here. I'll make sure of it. So you can focus on saving all rest, eh? Let's head to a different continent. Letheria. On Fonset Island, there's a merc mission for us. Hey, you know about Kirso on Enemy Island? Apparently there's a bit of a dringworm problem there. Huh? You've never heard of it? Listen up. Dringworms are those nasty shelled beasties that feast on titans. Thought everybody knew that. 200 years back, they filled an island with holes and it sank into the Cloud Sea. They need clearing out sharpish, but doubt there's anyone in Letheria who's capable. Master Pawn, if we get help of Blade Friends, we can solve problem. Meh, Poppy is right. Wow, you'll do it? Yeah. Great, this mission's a tough one, so don't take any chances, okay? You could have grabbed that merc mission before, but I missed it. And in the shopping area, there's a new shop, Cafe Lutino. They've got a bunch of teas that normally are only in Indol. They've moved to here. None of the other Indoline shops have moved that I know of. There might be one somewhere else, but I never found it. But if you need teas for Sheba's affinity chart, that's where you get them now. Oh, right, there's another merc mission here. Hello, friend. Oh, what good timing. There's something I need doing. Want to help? Tora, I want more info. I want you to fetch some flowers for my wife's grave. Of course, they're not flowers you can get round here. There's a special blue flower you can only find on Loneria Island. She used to love those flowers, best of all, but I'm too long in the tooth to go fetching them. I'm sure strapping young youths such as you, though, shouldn't have any problems. Will you help me out? Well, someone's got to take care of this. We'll see what we can organize. You will? Grand. You have my thanks.
You'd hear the flowers speak if you'd only listen.
I'm gonna start feeling sorry for the bad guys.
And? I'll help you however I can.
Our next fight should prove fun.
It was pretty... I've got your back. No, really, I do.
Might as well send people off on those merc missions we just got. There aren't any refugees in Tantal or Uriah. Something has actually changed in the world tree. When we drained that nuclear dump facility, all the water ended up here, and now we can cross this room. There's a treasure trove and a few collection points. These collection points are fish collection points, and I need some fish for the max affinity evade. So
Fishy.
I'm gonna grab those, and there's also Agate's Heart to Heart here, so we'll view that.
Come out.
Here, fishy.
What's the deal, Agate?
Take a look at this. The walls and floors of these ruins, what do you think they're made of?
Just rocks?
I thought so too at first. Just regular stone, hewn and stacked, right? But with natural materials, processed and put together, you'd expect some flaws, some deformations somewhere. And with this ruin shooting up into the sky like this, even small variations at ground level would cause it to tilt over.
So how do you reckon it got made?
Well, the treated blocks were stacked up into the sky with perfect accuracy and no errors. That much is true. But the strength of it is unparalleled. Over hundreds, thousands, or tens of thousands of years, the walls and floors didn't break or become brittle.
Amazing work by people from age past.
At our level of technology, it's unimaginable. I marvel at the minerals and materials used to create this site, though I don't pretend to understand them. The whole world tree is a mystery for sure.
Someone sounds excited.
Obviously. I'm curious about the construction, of course, but more than that, I love the adventure of it. Just thinking about the ancient people who built this place, about their hopes and dreams, and these symbols I can't read. Are they knowledge? Are they a warning? All these objects made of materials I've never seen before. Just being here makes me feel so alive, makes my mind soar.
I get that. Bang on.
I can't even imagine how many people had to work on making a building as enormous as this one. Even just this wall probably took dozens of people hours, if not days. All of these people's blood, sweat, and tears sealed in these walls of stone.
So this place is like a testament to the wills of the ancient people.
That's a nice way to put it. But yes, this wonderful lasting tribute is one of a kind on Allrest. We should make sure to search the ruins thoroughly and find all we can about the ancient inhabitants.
And that's the heart-to-heart impassioned thoughts, which you'll get her level 3 Keen Eye skill. And I'll quickly grab these collection points and meet you back up near the top of the world tree. To get back up to where we were before, you have to skip travel to the 7th perimeter skyport and not have enough. I've got a common blade to fulfill that wind mastery, so let's just jump back up to the platform where we landed after sinking Indol. Well, after Mikhail sunk Indol. And let's go to the door. It's got a control panel with 4 electric mastery and 5 focus. Focus could be trivial at this point, but... Well, electric mastery 4 should also be trivial at this point.
On me.
Let's open this up with our common blades. And keep heading through the world tree. We're gonna open all sorts of doors here. And we'll reach a neat skywalk. I love skywalks. Oh, and this one has a glass floor too, so you can just look down and see how far you've come. It's so good. And we've reached level 3 Alioth.
This is where we were going.
This is a large open room with a bunch of very powerful enemies scouting it. Margot Sovereigns, Geralt Sovereigns, level 60 Familion Sovereigns.
What have we here?
It can be hard to get through here without fighting
the
things.
beauty of stone.
Although the fights here won't actually be that difficult. It's really just some sovereigns.
Time to
Up to date then. Had a lot of fun with that.
With all that dealt with, let's head up this ramp. Up here, you can find a treasure trove.
You're all mine.
It's got a movement shield 4 in it, which is completely useless. And you get the treasure trove of Familion Sovereign. So, just quickly deal with that. Well, with that out of the way, let's head on to the other side, because this place is symmetrical. There's gotta be another treasure trove on the other side, right? Once again, be careful of all the very powerful enemies in here. For some reason, if you get too far away, that elevator will go back down. It won't have a Geralt Sovereign on it anymore. Keeping with being parallel, there's 2 Familion Sovereigns and a Docile Sentry on this side, too. I'll just take these out and meet you after the battle.
Time to take you down.
Maybe we'll get out. I no longer live in fear.
Yeah! Double spinning edge! Double spinning edge!
Scratch that. The Docile Sentry didn't actually summon things, so I'm not going to meet you after the battle. I'll just beat it down.
Treasure acquired.
This treasure trove has a damage heal 4. That's certainly better than movement heal, but certainly not good.
Specialist field.
Well then, let's head back down the ramp and start heading towards the next level. Ow, go away. Let's keep heading up to the elevator. Okay, good. There's more sentries here. These ones are different for some reason.
Time to thistle down.
Those dealt
could even
with.
beat them without friends.
Well, what you want to do is go and beat up this Geralt Sovereign.
I'll let you know if you start slacking.
Geralt Sovereigns are tough, but not that tough. But you don't want to go in through the front. If you go in through the front, there's a unique monster waiting for you, and it's going to call both of these Geralt Sovereigns here. And that will be difficult to deal with, even if you know the battle system perfectly. A unique monster and 2 very powerful monsters at the same time, not a good thing. So, take this out. It becomes invincible with its art, whatever that was. Psycho Shield, I think. I'll just quickly launch this and then take out its Familion level 54 Familion Sovereigns. That's useless. Well,
Why not?
with those guys out of the way, I want to show off that unique monster for a moment. Just head down here. I kinda get lost for a bit because I forgot how to make it spawn. There it is. Level 66 Mark 7 Geralt. Mark 6 Geralt. That is tough. It will call the other 2 to it, as I mentioned previously. So, avoid challenging that. That one's a tough one. Let's head up the elevator.
What do you see?
What do I see? I see a bunch of people struggling to stay alive. Same as almost everyone else on Allrest right now.
Zeke, have you ever taken a person's life?
Can't say I have. Never seen the need for it myself.
Oh?
Why does anyone kill others? Because they're in your way, or because you can't bear the sight of them? You kill because you're weak. But I'm not weak, so I don't need to kill anyone. And I don't mean physically, yeah? I mean in here.
I suppose that makes me weak then. But that weakness is why I'm standing here today.
So you hate them. Humans.
No. I hate this world.
Chum,
Huh?
do you like this world?
What?
Just give me a straight answer.
Yeah. Sure, there's plenty of room for improvement, but then there's also plenty of stuff that's awesome.
What about us?
Huh?
I think Shalad's about to propose. What?
Fleabag! I mean, how do you feel about us? People.
Whew. I was worried then.
You should be so lucky. Anyway, what's your answer?
Ooh, that's a tough one. People can be fun to be around, but sometimes they're hard to deal with. And then there's mean types, like that Banner.
For sure.
But life's about taking the good with the bad, right? So yeah, I like people. And I like myself, and I'm people.
All right, Big Ed.
I see. Well, that's you all over. I'm relieved.
What?
Well, suppose a guy who hated himself had the power that you do. If someone like that were to meet the architect, I wouldn't be surprised if they wished for the whole world to disappear.
They still know how to crack a joke even this late in.
Come out, come out.
I think Shalad's gonna
experience.
You
propose.
don't understand the beauty of stone.
I love that line. It's so good. Well, let's keep on heading on and prepare for a boss fight. I forgot there was one just past this gateway. So be ready.
Data analysis indicates we have not been here before.
And let's head on to the next fight.
What's up, Jin?
So this is where it ends.
Huh? You say something?
No. I'll stay here. You go fulfill our goal.
What are you saying? We promised we'd go together, didn't we?
We did, once.
You okay?
I'm just waiting.
For the boy.
I was told to wait. I'll be watching. All of you.
Are you sure?
I am.
Hey, you! You wouldn't happen to be Ornelia's former blade, would you?
Ornelia? No, I'm...
From the Territorial Defense Corps! It's you!
What?
Oh, I remember 'em well, even though I was knee-high to a grasshopper back then. With that sword slung across your back, you were so cool. If you hadn't come when you did, our village would have been... Oh, yes, The house you used to live in is still out there on the outskirts.
House. This long war for independence will soon come to an end. It is not only the war that will soon be over. Her life, too, is about to end. And when she meets her end, so too will I. Unsullied by her death, I will merely return to my core to await my eventual reawakening. I will sleep as at the end of any other day. When I awake, will I be the same person as before? If the architect does indeed exist, I wish I could ask him, who am I truly? Whence did I come? Whither am I headed? If I were a praying man, I pray this journal finds its way to you. Trusting that it will, I will use these last words to pass down a means of carving the bond between myself and my partner into this flesh. This is how it is done.
My, how terribly desolate. I heard it's been 90 years, but... What is it? Did you remember something?
No. It's nothing.
Really? That's too bad. I would have liked to have learnt about the old you.
I am who I am. I do not change.